All right, little update here on the machine. So it was a little underpowered feeling. So we came to determine that it is a little bit to do with the fact that you have a quick coupler onto a EngCon tilt rotator, plus this digging bucket, which is extremely long, over 7 feet from the pin to the edge of the teeth. So that's definitely affecting the breakout force of the machine a little bit. Some settings that were able to be done. The speed of the machine, I felt like it was slow turning. That has now been corrected, so you could definitely up the speed of the turning. So now it's set to my liking. I feel like I'm not in slow motion when I turn. It's a lot smoother and faster, and the machine has a little bit more power as well. So anyways, that's been adjusted, and other than that, everything else was working pretty smooth, and now I'm a little bit more happy. I was a little concerned at first with it, that it didn't seem like it was moving fast or as powerful as I was expecting, but after everything's explained, and I did try without the tilter rotator, and it definitely digs a little bit better once it's just the bucket. So that's another factor, which kind of sucks. But again, I am digging pretty hard ground here, so I'm not expecting the machine to move mountains. But other than that, the machine is working a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot faster. Everything's good to go. So let's keep her going. Okay, so we are here back in the excavator. It's been actually couple days since we got this. It's not the prettiest looking stuff here, but it doesn't have to be pretty anyways. We're going to be excavating this whole side. We've done that side, like we've done those backyards there. Now we're going to flip over to this side of the property, dig these trenches in. So right now I'm just bulking some of this excess material we have in here. So I've just kind of been cleaning it up, and then I'm going along with the dozer blade and pushing it up ahead, up that way. So we're working in very tight quarters here, and I gotta get a new GoPro set. This one is broken on one side, so the camera keeps falling. You guys can watch me be a little bit of a fail here as I learn this tilter rotating system here. So got the deck here. You guys can probably see this deck, so gotta be conscious of these things. Hopefully that's the beauty of the zero turn here. I shouldn't be hitting it, but got the cameras here so we can see I'm just passing by the side of the deck there. So you can see that. The system is pretty smooth here. Like the EngCon, it's also needed a tweak. We had the guy from EngCon come out, and I guess it wasn't set up 100% from the dealer there, so he made some adjustments to it. It was moving way too fast at the beginning. It was like spinning out of control. Like it was on like a very high setting, so he's tweaked it a little bit to be a little bit smoother with it, which has really made it easy to get used to now. It's a lot better, but the rest of it is just operator error on my part. Just needing to get used to it here, but overall it's been very useful for this particular project here. Got 3 buckets for it. We have a digging bucket that's 36 inch, which is perfect for these trenches. It's supposed to be like a 32, 36 inch trench. And then I have a little cable bucket that's I think about 22 inches, and that's good to go in these tight in-betweens, because we only got 4 feet between some houses here. But then you have the pipes as well, 6-inch pipe on each side, so essentially you're losing a foot, so it's down to like 3 feet. So my 3-foot bucket does just squeeze in there sometimes, but there's the odd time it's a little too tight, so I unhook that bucket, use the cable bucket, the little 20-inch bucket, to get in there and clean up a little nicer. And it also has the smooth edge, so that's nice to avoid ripping up weeper pipes and stuff down at the bottom of the basement. And then the last one I got is the ditching bucket, which I'm using right now. So that's it for buckets. And then the other thing I got is the grapple, which haven't exactly used it yet, but we do have some retaining walls that we're planning on using that for in the future, or possibly some smaller demolition projects or sorting materials, etc. There's lots of different uses for that, obviously. Just haven't needed it yet, but we will be needing that in the future. Very tight. By the time you got the decks to the property line, and then these pipes are actually inside of the property line. Keep in mind, you can see how tight it is back here now. I still have to put another row of pipes about 3 feet over on this property, so I'm going to lose 3 feet. Basically 6 feet from those pipes over roughly is where I'm going to be. So imagine this, but with less, where the pipes to the deck, imagine 6 less feet. So it's going to be very tight. I'm barely able to get the machine through here. Barely get a skid steer, and never mind the excavator. The other challenge is going to be getting topsoil back here. How are we going to get dump trucks in here to dump the dirt? That's going to be a challenge and a half. Not looking forward to that, but we'll figure it out. That's what we always do. Oh, here, let's check out the swivel here. Get right up nice and tight to the house. Now we can pull away, bring it in. Very rough with it, but I'm getting there. Kind of getting there. Messes with your mind so much, because everything you do, you learn how to work with it when it's like this. Like what you have to do is obviously like toggle that way to go like that way to go like that, tilt this way and that way. Like it's all very obvious, but as soon as you switch the bucket like this or any other angle, everything, like now to grab, you gotta like dump, which is normal. Like it's just what you normally do to close, you have to do the opposite. There's a lot of weird angles and stuff where you gotta get used to it, but like anything with time and practice, we'll get there. Because I'm very impressed with the power that this thing has to like push piles. Like this thing is a tank. This pushes a lot more than my dozer would ever push. Not that I have like a big dozer. We use like a 450, 550 case. So they're lighter trim dozers, but still, like the amount of dirt I can push, no problem. This machine just pushes it. And actually, the only reason why it doesn't push more is because the blade's obviously too small. But again, if you lift the blade up too much, when you have the blade up, you'll swing around and hit it. So you can only have a blade so big on these, which is the unfortunate part. Otherwise, this thing would just muscle dirt away. So we're just stocking all the fill over here on this empty lot that later will be trucked away. And we blew a hydraulic line. Got oil all over this thing. Was the main line that brought oil, hydraulic oil to the tilt rotator. So the line was coming from here, bringing the pressure in, and it was connecting into right there. You can see that spot. So it was going like that, and yeah. So got our hose here. You can just see it just blew right off the crimp that was on it. So got a speedy service call out here to get this taken care of for us by the Kobelco guys. What's up, dirty diggers? So we're back. Got our hydraulic lines fixed. Digging again. See the rotators working. So now we're doing some intricate digging here between those two pipes we gotta clean up. where this bucket's good. I gotta do these straight like this, 45 and then straight trenches.